Hello developers, you are most welcome again on Trivot Hub. So now I'm starting with Python beginners. If you are Python beginner, you are most welcome. If you choose to start developing or to start programming with the Python, it's a great choice and it's a big move because the Python is a beginner friendly but powerful for these real world projects. So it means Python is mainly used. So you had a great choice, a big move when you start with the Python. So now there are first things, or there are things you must know about Python before starting. Never start Python or never start coding, start developing, start programming without knowing this on Python. If you are a beginner or if you are expert in Python, you have to know these too. You have to note them because it's very important. First thing you must know or you must understand the basic syntax of Python. Python is readable and simple. It's very readable and simple, but what we call indentation matters. For example, when you type if 5 is greater than 2, print 5 is greater than 2. The order between these codes, there are some different indentation orders. So if you change it, if you try to change it or to disrespect it, so you will get errors. No curly breaks like in some languages. So Python is case sensitive, you have to know that too. So the second thing you must know, you need to learn core data types. These data types are foundational because you will always need these data types. You will need them always. In your programming journey, you will always need these data types. But the first thing, we have what we call integer. Integer is when you are using full numbers like 5, like 2, 3, 10. These are integers. We have the second one, which is float. When you say float, for example, you have 1.5, that is float number. So that is also another data type. We have integer, we have a float. We have also string. String is when we are using words like hello. So we have to use booleans. Booleans, you know, is true or false. We have also a list. When we are using or when we are listing something from Python, we must use squared brackets. We have also what is called tuple. Tuple is where we use usual brackets. And we have also a dictionaries. We have these data types used for building or for setting the dictionary's order, where we use these set notations. You have to understand when to use each. So you have to know also the variables and naming rules. For example, when I type age equal 25, it means age is variable and 25 is value. You have also to use lower cases and underscores for typing variables, because if you don't use them and use, like, for example, I'm using name1 and type name1, so the system will read them as two different codes, but you have to type 1 and underscore, or you have to type name underscore 1 equal something. So there you use the underscore, the system will take it as the single code. Another thing you must note, you have to know control flow. You have to run when do we use if, when do we use else if, when do we use else. You have to know how we use them. You have to know also when do we use while loop, when do we use for loop. The fifth thing is functions. Functions helps to organize and rerun or reuse the codes. For example, if you need to run the code multiple times or use code multiple times, you use functions. You have to know errors and debugging, indentation errors, name errors, and type errors. Here is another thing you must learn. You must learn problem solving. You must practice problem solving, how you can solve the problems from codes by yourself. Coding is not just a syntax, but it's a thinking logically. You have to learn about virtual environments. You have to learn them early because sometimes you will need to use the external libraries. This code is very useful if you are starting using external libraries. it will be good for you, it will be the best choice for you to learn with me coding or programming step by step. Just what you need to do is following on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's a Trivot Hub.